Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Got a new Cardfight Vanguard video for you guys today. And today we are taking a look at this guy, the craziest name in all of Vanguard. Secretly introducing Astrum behind Welstra's back. Hashtag BlitzCo Black. So I've heard a couple things about this deck. I've heard it's really, really good in Japan. I haven't actually seen anything for it, but I guess we're getting it soon in the US. So I thought, why not give it a spin? Some people say that this is the better version of Welstra, some don't. But here we are. So as always, guys, we're gonna talk about the deck, the card choices, and then jump into some gameplay. I will say, before you guys judge me, this is my first time ever messing with this deck, and while we did try it out on stream, we didn't tweak with it too much because it was performing well. But this is still like an initial-ish draft. So if you guys enjoy this kind of video, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let's jump in and check it out. So up first, we have our ride line. Starter, doesn't matter, basic starter. As far as the ride line goes though, unfortunately we cannot use the new Strasser and Uber. We have to use the original. I didn't even know what these cards did until I actually went to play them. So Strasser, when this unit is rode upon, search your deck or hand for one grade 1 product card, put it into your order zone, and if you searched your deck, shuffle your deck. If you put a card from your hand, draw a card. So we're only playing one grade 1 order card, which is Engarden. The only time this wouldn't work is if Engarden gets damaged. So as long as that doesn't happen, we get Strasser's effect. I do like that it's costless, though obviously new Strasser is still a little bit better. All right, Blitz Technology Researcher Uber. Once per turn, act, Vanguard Circle. Soul Blast 1, choose a product from your order zone and operate it. This effect is nasty. Soul Blast 1, operate anything. I actually like this better than the new Ubers, because new Ubers only operates on attack and it costs 3 energy, which does end up being a lot. When this unit is rode upon, auto, put a product from your order zone into the drop, search your deck or hand for up to one grade 2 product card, put it into your order zone, and if you search your deck, shuffle your deck. If you put a card from your hand, draw a card. So you get rid of Engarden and you can get Lubetzel. Lubetzel is fire in this deck. Or if you have Lubetzel and you want to get rid of Lubetzel, you can just search another Lubetzel. Regardless, Lubetzel is great in this deck because a lot of the operating is during the main phase, so Lubetzel actually becomes a build-a-board card. And then of course we have BlitzCo Black himself. Act Vanguard once per turn, discard a card from hand, choose a product from your order zone, operate it. If your order zone has 3 or more set orders, this unit gets triple drive until the end of turn. It gets triple drive, the skill triple drive, not +1 drive. So you can use Elementarius Attitude on him. Auto Vanguard once per turn, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, counterblast 1, choose one of your rear guard and stand it. This guy has a built-in 4 attacks. Usually you're gonna get 5 or more. This right here, Farheight plus maximum. You see Farheight, you're golden. You see 2 Farheights, it's game time. I actually almost put a Impalio player from 1 to 6. He actually survived off a 6 damage heal with this deck on my first grade 3 turn with no Persona Ride because of the way this deck plays. It's fucking silly. But let's talk about the rest of the deck. Obviously, we have our 3 Persona Rides, though you usually don't need more than 1. Farheight is the most important card in this deck. Farheight is already good in Welstra. In this deck, it's bonkers. Auto, when the unit is placed on rear guard, if your order zone has a set order, counterblast 1, discard a card from hand, search your deck for up to 1 card with the same name as your Vanguard, or up to 1 product card, reveal it, put it into your hand, shuffle your deck. If you have a Vanguard with Welstra in its card name, choose up to 1 product card from your hand and put it into your order zone. If you guys look, he's not technically Welstra, but he has Welstra in his name, so he falls into the category. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if you have a Vanguard Welstra in its card name, Soul Blast 2, choose a product from your order zone, operate it. The reason I was saying this is so good at maximum is because you can swing with the rear guard, swing with this, operate the maximum, reduce your opponent's power, call the maximum, swing with BlitzCo Black, stand Farheight, swing with the maximum, swing with the Farheight, operate again to either operate a Lubetzel for a draw or another maximum for more reduced power and more damage, and for another attack, because you can bounce the other maximum back to hand. So this deck actually tops out at 6 attacks really, really easily. You see Farheight twice throughout the game and you're guaranteed 6 attacks. We're playing 2 copies of Bulma Mine. This deck does counterblast a lot. We also have these guys for counter charge. We'll get to them in a second. We have our PGs. We're playing 1 cat just because sometimes you have to discard in order. Sometimes you want to be able to get it back. But it's send 2 cards that were in your ride deck from your drop or soul back to the ride deck face up. Either it gets 15,000 shield, or you can choose set order from your drop, add it back to your hand. This card, Blitz Sales Astel. This is a promo that we just got in the US. I'm trying to get this for my Welsher deck, but it's also really good in this deck. When this card is discarded from hand during your turn, if you have a Vanguard with Blitz in its card name, you may put this card into your soul. If you put either counter charge 1 or energy charge 2, the whole ride line are Blitz cards. So if you discard this card for a ride, you can put it into the soul to counter charge or energy charge. If you discard for BlitzCo Black's cost, you can then move it to soul to counter charge or energy charge. It's a fantastic card. If you have Vanguard Blitz in its card name, it gets 5,000 shield, so it's a 10k shield in hand. And if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Welsher in its card name, it gets 5,000 power, so it's a 13k booster or attacker, and it keeps that 5k even on your opponent's turn. White Flash Sights Baldrid, still a great card. If you have at least 2 cards in your order zone, it gets 5,000 power. At the end of the battle that it boosted, if your order zone has a set order, even 1, so you can use it in the early game, you put it into the soul, you look at the top 5, choose a grade 2 or greater card from among them, or a set order, add it to your hand. So if you actually look, we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 targets. 15 targets. Sorry, I counted Caliburn by accident. Which is great. Plenty of targets. This is the MVP. Blitz Publicist, Battle Cheetah. This is the new grade 1 that just came out in set, or is just coming out in set 4. That's supposed to be for Welstra, but it's bonkers in this deck too. That's why this is the whole reason we're not running Energy Blast Cyclers or anything else that uses energy. When this card is discarded from hand during your ride phase or your main phase, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Welsher in its card name, you may call this card to rearguard. Our Vanguard has Welsher in the card name. So if you discard it to ride grade 3, or if you discard it for his skill, she calls herself back out for free. And then auto, rearguard once per turn. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Welsher in its card name, again we do, Energy Blast 4, choose a product with grade less than or equal to your opponent's Vanguard from your order zone, operate it, and the cost of that product's original operate ability reduced by 1 counterblast 1 until end of turn. So the big thing you want to use this with is maximum, because it's the only one that has a counterblast cost. But you can operate maximum for 4 energy, and then for the rest of the turn, if you would operate that maximum again, you can use its counterblast skill for free. For free. It's fire. And even if your opponent's at grade 2, you can operate Lubetzel and just build a board. We're only playing 2 maximums because I was seeing too many of them. The problem with this deck does have a problem. It's not perfect. The biggest problem with this deck is maximum and the fact that you cannot play maximum from the hand. So maximum you cannot play this card. But its operate skill is when it's operated, you choose, when this card is operated, choose one of your opponent's rear guards or tyrant, choose one of your opponent's vanguards, it's minus 5,000 power until end of turn. Skill. And then it has an optional counterblast cost. Counterblast, return a rear guard to your hand, and you may call this as a 23,000, 1 critical normal unit. And if you called it, at the end of turn, it goes back to the order zone. Because you cannot normal play this card, it becomes a very bricky card sometimes. The thing with Welstra is that Welstra Blitz Arms can play it with his Divine skill, whereas this guy has no way to play it. So the only way to play it from hand is Farheight. But Farheight can also search it from deck. So that's why we're cutting down on it. Ideally, you want to see 2 of them, so that way you could max out at 6 attacks, but just getting 1, that's why we're knocking it down to 2 is fine. We're playing 1 Radiance Caliburn because this deck does counterblast and soul blast a lot. Sometimes you might actually need that extra. And we have so many ways of playing our orders with effects. We still have room to play Radiance Caliburn from hand, though this could easily be swapped out for something like either Unite the Sky or Twin Cast. We're playing 1 copy of Heavy Strike Cannon Fortress Freyschiltz. So this is kind of a backup way to get into maximum. When this card is operated, choose one of your opponent's front row rear guards, retire it. If you did not retire a card, choose one of your opponent's vanguards, gives minus 5,000. Almost exactly like maximum. Just no extra attack. Order zone, when your grade 3 or greater Vanguard is placed by routing from a grade 3, put this card into the drop, search your deck for 1 maximum, put it into your order zone, and if you search your deck, shuffle your deck. If you put a card from your hand, draw a card. So if we Persona Ride, while this is in our order zone, we get a free maximum. So I threw just 1 copy of this in. This thing is searchable off of Uber. So if we look see our hand and we know we got a Persona Ride set, why not, right? Of course, we're playing 4 Lubetzel. It's build a board, it's draw power, it's soul charge. I don't like playing 4 of these in Welsher. I know that sounds crazy, but I like it in this deck, especially since we don't have Urianthe for more draw power and more resource management. Whereas Welsher also has Urianthe. We're playing our 1 Blitz order, and then of course Engarden, as we said. Our trigger lineup, pretty basic, crits and draws. We have a lot of combo pieces, we want to see it. So this is the deck. Again, this is my first draft, so don't crucify me. You guys don't see something you don't like. Let me know in the comments what you guys are running or what you think I should be running, but please don't just say run this or you're doing it wrong. Tell me why. Give me your reasons why I should run certain cards and how they interact with BlitzCo Black and how they make the deck better. I want to actually, you know the strats, not just be told what I need to run. That's not how I roll. But enough from me. Let's go jump into a game. All right, guys, we got a game. Let's see. I think I'm gonna send all 4 of these back. The Persona Ride's not gonna matter to us until turn 4. Oh, this could be good. This could be really good. We have our 3 main combo pieces. If we were going first, man, it'd be crazy. But it's all right. Even going second, this is still a good hand. Let's drop the draw trigger. Then we get to draw off our skill. And let's just go straight to battle phase. We don't need to overcommit here. It's okay. With this ride line, it's okay to get Engarden. Unfortunately, with the new ride line, you actually have to, have the orders in deck. This one, the old one, actually is okay with you having them in hand because you'll get the draw to replace it. All right, I don't actually know what this deck does, so hopefully we don't take too much damage here. I guess I'll just no guard. All right, that's 1 damage. Oh no, our grade 3. It's fine. All right, so we're actually going to ditch a still. Drop and ride. All right, and then skill. We just put Engarden in and we get to draw. And then reveal, it goes to soul, and we're gonna energy charge 2. Now, if we energy blast 7, that'll leave us with 1, so we'll still go into next turn with 4 energy, which is exactly what we want. Boom. Ooh, good top deck too. Bang. Oh my god, good top deck too. And now this is why I like Uber, because now we can use Uber's skill to Soul Blast 1 to operate Lubetzel, which lets us check top 5 and call a dude. As long as it's a grade less than or equal to our Vanguard. So now we get to actually call out an offense. Let's call out Boba Mine. So that way if I need to use him later, he's still useful. This has power +5 because we have 2 cards in our order zone. We're gonna go battle phase. I'm gonna swing Vanguard. Maximum. Which means we can use these guys to search out Persona Ride. 21. That's another guard, sir. Nice. I'm okay with that. And then skill to the soul. Check top 5. For a grade 2 or greater. Damn, a whiff. That's unfortunate. We do have a decent amount of our grade 2s and set orders in hand, so I'm kind of not surprised, but still, I would have liked the extra card. Now, what does Labrador do? I know this is one of Soul Blast 1, choose one of your regular cards, gains 5k. When this unit attacks, counter blast 1, choose up to 2 cards with Prism in their card name from your hand. Call them to open regular tackles. If called, draw a card. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, all of your friends will get 5k, and this gets +1 critical. Well, it's a good thing I'm not a grade 3. Now, we're gonna take a lot of damage here. We want to be high damage because we're gonna go ham on our following turn. I just gotta make sure I do my discards and calls correctly. Labrador. He's doing a bunch of bouncing combos to gain power. I would not be surprised if he ends up returning everything to hand. We're going to try and guard as minimal as possible. I just don't want to blow through too much in my hand. Because we have a lot of combo piece in our hand, which is dope. But it also means we can't guard as much. Alright, what do we got here? Obviously, we're just going to eat the Vanguard. Alright, 1 damage. We'll guard that too. I mean, we'll take that too. I said we'll guard it. I will keep the Boba Mine. I would like my Boba Mine booster, thank you. Alright, and now they're all gonna bounce the hand. He's supposed to do that right after the battle, but it's fine. Alright. Ooh, that's a good card. I wasn't expecting to get that. Alright. We don't need that because we have 2 of these guys. So this is what we'll drop for ride. Bam. And then of course Uber skill. Uber is going to drop the... This is one of the times I don't like this. Because when I put this back in, yeah, it automatically draws me a card and soul charges. So this goes back to that. All right. So this is the one we want to put into the drop. To then search and put that into the order zone. Now we draw and now we soul charge. Okay. Sorry, that was just one of the issues with the UI, that some of these skills that are automatic shouldn't be automatic, but that's neither here nor there. So now we're going to move that back. We're going to call, skill, counterblast, discard, search deck for maximum, and then place it. And then reveal, call, we'll call you here. Then, oops, we're supposed to be in main phase. Shh. Then we'll call a second one, skill, counterblast, drop. This time we'll search the deck again for a copy of our grade 3. Reveal, add to hand, and then we'll play the other maximum. And then skill goes to the soul. Do we need a counter charge? I think I'm gonna go with the energy just in case they survive this turn. Want to make sure we can still do stuff next turn. All right, so first off, we're gonna go skill, energy blast 4, and use a maximum. So now that maximum costs 1 less counter blast. We still haven't played an order for turn, so now we're gonna play Radiance Caliburn to draw 2. And then we're gonna use our Vanguard skill. Discard a card from hand to operate again. -5. We're gonna push through so much of their hand right now. Did you realize how many operates we actually have here? And our Vanguard gets triple drive. Alright, now we're gonna go battle phase. Swing, a skill. How many cards do I have in Soul? Soul Blast 1, Soul Blast 2, operate, -5. It's gross. That's gross. A 20k shield makes it even. That just became a 25k guard. Even a trigger, even if he gets a damage trigger, that just puts him to 8. And then skill, Soul Blast 2. And we have enough cards in Soul to do it as many times as we want to. Now this is going to return to our hand, and we're going to call this -5. Disgusting. Disgusting. So now he needs a 20k to guard this. And I still have 1, 2, 3. I still have 4 more attacks, guys. 4 more attacks is crazy. Skill. To the soul. Counter charge. Swing. Skill. Counter blast 1. Restand. It's 13 to a 3k Vanguard. I never thought 13 would be this threatening. That's a PG. Alright, Twin Drive. First check. Critical. We're gonna put all effects here because that's gonna be our next attack. And then nothing. Swing with the crit. We still have 2 more attacks. There's another PG. Oh! I'm supposed to have another drive check. Alright, now we're going to swing, skill, Soul Blast again. Operate. -5. Then this one we have to Counter Blast for. To send this to hand, to call another one. Yeah. Though, because of the damage trigger, now a trigger can guard that. So we're probably gonna, I'm assuming they have a trigger in hand, so we're probably gonna push them to 5 here. Okay, so that's 3k, that's 8k. Oh, gains 5k shield, so that's enough. But that puts them to 8, 13. And then we swing with maximum. All right, cool. And then at the end of turn, this goes back to the, it goes back to there. We have a huge hand. The game is completely flipped on its head. That was almost an OTK. Well, technically not an OTK. I mean, they had what, 1, 2 damage, but you guys see how ridiculous this deck gets. And then next turn, we can do it again because we have 2 more copies of Farheight in case they kill this one. We have our Persona Ride. We're going for another 6 attack turn. We have a counter charge in hand. So I'm like, do we have enough counter? But because we energy charged last turn, we'll have enough energy to use into Cheetah again. So you guys can see how the deck flows with all of these cards. We have a PG to guard the Vanguard critical. We have a decent amount of defense. So we will see how we do here. Because this is an act effect, right? No, it's when it attacks. Interesting. Being able to minus our opponent that much before we even start swinging and then minus them that much after we start swinging. The only downside is we're down to 2 cards in Soul. So 1, 2, 3. Trying to see if there's a way we can get 4 cards in Soul. We can get 1 more card in Soul, that would be dope. Damn! I could have put and Garden into the Soul off of the grade 1. The grade 2. So the grade 2 sends an order from the order zone to the drop to play a grade 2 order from the hand or the deck. And guarded, when it goes to from the order zone or the hand, it goes into Soul. I thought it was just when it was from the hand. So we should have 1 more card in Soul right now. So we should have a 6 attack turn next turn. Fuck. Well, we're gonna have a 6 attack turn regardless, I think. But I don't think we're gonna be able to get all the minuses because I'm gonna have to do the math here. 1, Maybe we have to skip on 1 -5. All right, so now he's going to activate skill. He's going to bounce cards and then call cards. Oh no, he just calls them. Okay, so we will perfect guard this. And we will discard. Should have thought of this. He's rushing. I don't know what to discard. I guess I'll have to discard that. Damn, a heal trigger. We might be in trouble here, guys. Oh, he shouldn't have done that. He should have swung the other one first. I'll take that crit trigger all day. Yes, yes. That helps us live. Because now we have 1 card guard. He should have swung at the rear guard there. All right, cool. That just won us the game. That just won us the game. Now he's bouncing all his rear guards back. Now, let's do this. And we got our extra card in Soul. Beautiful. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Persona Ride. All right, we have everything we need now. So now we'll go main phase. We're gonna go skill. Discard a card from hand. Operate. Retire and -5 to Vanguard. And then skill. Reveal to the soul to countercharge 1. Now we're gonna go skill, energy blast 4, -5 to Vanguard.
Discovery Houston, ATO.
And retire another rear guard. Now we're gonna call, skill, counterblast, discard, search the deck for another copy of our grade 3. And put maximum back in. Loop. Now we're gonna call. These guys are gonna gain 5k. And now we're gonna go battle phase. Swing. Skill. Soul Blast. Soul Blast. Operate. -5. This is so gross. 28 to -2 is insane. All right. Swing. Skill. Soul Blast 2. -5. And then back to hand. And call for free. This is disgusting. -7. And they're at 5 damage and still have 1 more minus to go. I don't think I've ever done -12 to somebody in this game. Staring down 33 is insane. Is that enough? 30, that's 23, that's 38, yep. Skill to the soul. Checks out 5. Miss. Swing. Skill. Counterblast. Stand. 36. And we still have 3 more attacks. OT. What does that even put them at? 43? So that's 2 to pass. No, that's 1 to pass? That's crazy that an OT is 1 to pass. That's all right. We didn't get it anyway. Unfortunate. But, oh wait, we got triple drive. We did get it. Insanity. But just to play out the rest of the turn, we would have used Baldrade to go to Soul to check top 5. We would have had one this time. We would have grabbed Lubetzel, shuffle. Then we would have swung 33. Then we would have swung 20. We would have gave them another -5. We had the counterblast to bounce the maximum back to hand to call out the other maximum, and they would have went down to -12 against 20, and then 33, all while they're already at 5 damage. Insanity. All right, guys, here's another look at the deck. As you guys saw, this deck was ridiculously aggressive. We did 12 attacks in 2 turns. Like, what the hell? We almost killed them on our first grade 3 ride with no Persona ride. And then on our first Persona ride, they were dead. Like, we could have guarded a lot more. We definitely didn't even need to. I felt completely comfortable taking all the damage and then just blowing them out on our turn. This might be the most aggressive deck I've ever played. But let me know what you guys think of the deck down in the comments. Let me know what builds you guys have tried with this deck, and let me know what other decks you guys want to see on the channel. If you guys want to see me play live, I usually play Vanguard on stream every Tuesday, and I would love to play with you guys or hear your deck ideas. We actually also worked on Liel Odium, and I want to say we broke that deck between me and the chat and the playtesting we did. So you'll probably see a video for Liel Odium again pretty soon. I didn't like that deck at first, but now it's kind of a monster. If you guys want to check me out on social media, those links will be down below. That's it for me. Catch you guys on the next video. Later.